Hey, this is Notser, and today we're going to be taking a look at the Tirpitz. This is the premium tier 8 German battleship, and this is the black variant. This comes from Black Friday, which is coming up in a couple of weeks, and this year's Black Friday ships are going to be the Scharnhorst, the Sims, the Alaska, and the Graf Zeppelin. I don't know if the old Black Friday ships will be sold as well. I personally love the camo. I think it's great. I don't know why they're separate ships. Probably money. But we're not talking about that. We're going to show off a great game of the Tirpitz, and hopefully you guys enjoy. Now, the build is on the screen. It is a tank build. Why am I jack of all trades? Because I have a unique German commander that has it improved to 10%. Figured it would work pretty good, getting that heal and that scout aircraft on a quicker cooldown. And the Tirpitz obviously has torpedo tubes, which the Bismarck does not. Those torpedo tubes come in real handy when you're close to the enemy. And maybe they would be helpful in this game. We'll see how well it goes. But for now, we're just harassing this enemy, Tashkent, who was in the middle of the map. We've got an Alaska, a Kronstadt, our friendly Kagero, both are contesting. If I'm in this position, what am I looking to do? Well, I'm looking to try and harass enemies on the western side of the map. Maybe they're spotted by a friendly in the center, or at least through A, and I can fire very safely over the island. Well, as it stands, it didn't work out that way. And instead, we're just working on Hogman and this Amagi incoming. I mean, I don't really want to go wide and open up. I want to go narrow, try and turn it back inside, maybe help my team take A. At least making the effort should help my team maybe feel the urgency, or maybe the team backup to actually take it. You never know. It could mean the difference between them deciding to do it and completely ignoring it. I'm not here to judge. I'm just here to try and help any way I possibly can. And I just don't think farming damage on the outside is as helpful as going towards the inside and focusing that damage on something like the Akizuki. Which, by the way, completely spotted, but I had no way of engaging him because he was behind the island, in my position. Don't you just love it? Whenever you want your teammates to use the radar or spot, they don't have any interest in doing it, and the exact moment that you move out of range, or you're going around the island trying to do something differently, of course, they go and spot the target, and of course, you can't do anything to help them out. Now, you might notice I immediately put that fire out. Why did I put that fire out? It was only one fire, Notser. Why wouldn't you let it burn? Well, I have found that if I allow it to burn for a really long time, I'm just giving damage to the target. Instead, what I like to do is disengage, use the immunity phase to hopefully absorb all of the incoming fire chances, and then once it actually comes back on cooldown, I will then be free to use it on any HE fire that I may or may not get. But allowing the HE fire to just burn, it's not going to kill me, and it's certainly going to rack up enough heal, but if I just let the damage occur, well, then eventually the damage is going to be too much. So I figure, it's better to just stop it now, disengage, place an island or something in between myself and the ship that may or may not have set me on fire, and force someone else to pay that much more attention to me and set me on fire. Notice that we're very close to the damage control coming off a cooldown, both in part to all of the different builds that we have. The cooldown contribution commander skill, I have the signal flag as well. We're in a good spot to benefit from this. And that's exactly what we end up doing. And just as we're set on fire again, we can once again use the immunity to try and mitigate some damage. Our team is trying to wrestle away A point. We already have the D point on the other side of the map, and that's good. Our team doesn't need to press anymore. And unfortunately, we lose the Seattle. The Akizuki is still out in the open in A point. And I think, you know what? Let me just assist with a little bit of damage on the target. And wouldn't you know it, everyone contributed on that kill, and now A is unlocked. We should be able to capture it. Whether we have the will to do it is a whole nother thing. And honestly, in this game, our DD's actually trying to capture it. I can't tell you how many times I play a game and a Shimakaze decides to just sail up the line, nowhere near the objective, just to try and farm torpedo damage. I guess. Please don't be one of those Shimas. Please be the Shima that contributes. And to me, contributing is making sure that you're either contesting or capturing enemy objectives and keeping targets spotted while you're also torpedoing. Just saying. But we are overwatching a point, which we are capturing. There is a battleship that does look to be entering into the center of the map, but I'm not really interested in engaging him quite yet. But it does look like he might be turning that into out of my control. He is pushing very rapidly in the open broadside. So I'm like, well, I don't know if I should pass on that. I mean, that would be a free damage shot on a target that is broadside enough that of course, we don't do any damage. And we only had 2 shells make contact. You know, that German precision engineering. Really appreciate it. We're going to have more shots of that. One of the reasons why the Tirpitz and the Bismarck and the Gneisenau and all the German battleships get a lot of hate is they don't have consistency. Every once in a while, you'll just take a shot and you'll be like, where did that come from? I don't remember taking that shot. Oh, and by the way, we've lost one of our 2 torpedoes. So, the very small advantage that the Tirpitz has over the Bismarck in close-range brawling, it's quickly disappearing. So I'm hoping I don't lose anymore. But, you know, hopefully we don't even need to get into melee range. But, the game is not going as good as it should. We've lost quite a few ships, and we haven't really traded as well as a team. Looks like, yep, we lost another DD. Well, we're about to lose 2. The Kagado's over there. Friendlies look like they're going to kill the Imagi, so that'll be nice. So at least we have almost near even trade. We have 3 bases to 1, and all we have to do is try and defend and just draw out the game. Make the time that the enemy spends away from the capture something that they can't overcome. And if they want to try and overcome it, we will be here ready to go, firing all guns on them. That's the plan at this point. I think it's a really sound plan. I don't want to do anything too crazy. And once again, we put out the single fire. Why do we put out a single fire? Because he's probably not going to get a chance to relight another fire within the minute span. I'm just going to try and avoid contact with those HE spammers. Man, if we would have gotten the shot off maybe 2 or 3 seconds sooner, maybe that goes directly into the center of a ship and give us a chance at a citadel. We didn't have that chance because it just took forever for the guns to rotate into position. Just one of the things where it's like, oh, man. Seconds away from a perfect broadside punishment to barely any damage on the target. But we do have 3 bases to the enemy 1. The eastern side of the map does not look very good, being completely honest. Ooh, this could be real nice. I've started to really love having the scout aircraft, and he recognizes. I really love the scout aircraft for dealing with people, obviously behind islands, but also in smoke. With the Smolensk, it really caused me to take a real honest look at the battleships and their offerings for scout. The Germans are one of those that make full use of the scout aircraft, and it helps. Hopefully I can try and follow up with a spotted shot, but the Jutland, he chose this time to smoke out. I can respect it. He probably was taking damage. It doesn't help me, though. And I wish it did. I really wish it did. And oh, wait a minute. Broadside Tashkent. Gotta punish this guy. For whatever reason, the Jutland open fires. But we do get 4,600. Which should end up meaning, yes, teammates are able to take out the Tashkent. We have gotten 2 DD kills. They have gotten 2 DD kills. They have 2 more ships shot down. We can try and normalize that, but we have the base advantage and the tick rate. So the enemy still has to press into us. If we take advantage of that, maybe we get some free kills, get a larger lead. You never know how it could go from here. And we've played it pretty well. I mean, we haven't done tons of damage. I will grant you that. But we have the base. We have Overwatch power. We can see it very clearly. We can shoot anything that wants to try. I'm just worried that we're taking so many losses, I won't be able to see things to shoot him. And if I have to be in range to take tons of damage, there's still like 4 ships over here. Very dangerous. And there's an aircraft carrier. I'm a German battleship. That's not really what I want to see, especially where it's going. But it does look like they're trying to pick on the friendly Nagato, who does look a little unhealthy. I'm hoping he can survive, but I can't really help him because I'm too far away. Kronstadt flashes in front of us. We would love to take out this Hogman. Do pretty good damage there against Hogman. Almost 17,000 damage. Not bad. North Carolina in the background too. Can fire on him. Unfortunately, the Nagato gonna burn down. Of course, Helena. This guy's barely alive in the background, and I just want to kill him. He shows for half a second. Can't shoot at him before he ducks behind the island. And we're stuck just watching as people take damage. Again, we've still traded 1-to-1. We still have an advantage on points. And I'm just trying to get any kill advantage. Like, stop dying, guys. There's no reason to be dying so much. Get a nice little broadside. 5 penetration. No citadel damage. But it was so high, it might as well have been. But we're doing pretty good. Take a really brutal broadside right there. Absolutely brutal. I should have been basically facing north, I think. Angled away. Oh, and by the way, we lost our torpedoes. We lost all of our torpedoes. Get a nice little follow-up on the Kronstadt. But if I'm in a brawling situation, there's literally no benefit to the ship over the Bismarck right now. I'm quite literally just a weaker version of the Bismarck. And I don't really want that. I kind of felt like I'm already dealing with a hard game here. Oh, man, it's just so brutal. Just so brutal. Guy's still alive. Of course he's still alive. We lose everyone on this flank. It's down to 3 ships. We can't even stop this. And I'm going, oh, of course. Of course this game ends up like this. No chance whatsoever. Yada, yada, yada. I'm just trying my best to salvage any damage. But, I mean, there's no hope. There's no hope. There's definitely no hope when all 3 shells ricochet right off the gun. I'm trying to get him in the superstructure. He is actually in my short-range secondary. I'm not a secondary build. I don't have any investment in secondary, but this is the range that it's at. And it's a nice feature if it could hit anything. But we relocate the shell, trying to aim for the superstructure once again. We get 1 penetration right where we need it, and it kills the target off. We do sustain a little bit more damage than I'd like, and the base is being captured. There's only the friendly aircraft carrier. I think he's trying to deal with the Iowa. And I'm just trying to deal with the fact that it's all up to me on this flank. These enemies have done a really good job of getting damage on targets without taking too much damage. And every time I try to assist, you know, either I'm out of position or someone has already sustained too much damage, I can't possibly help them enough to keep them alive. So it's been really frustrating from that. I kind of felt like I was in a good position to absorb nearly 2 million points of damage, and it still wasn't enough to stop all my teammates from dying. But, you know, we're still alive, so we might as well give it a college try. So I figure, let's just move straight towards this Cleveland. Friendly Implacable is able to burn down the eye, which is nice. And who would you know? The enemy Helena shows his ugly face. And, oh, it's in North Carolina as well. That's great, too. 2 versus 1. Always like those odds. And he sets us on fire. I choose to put it out. I have to kill the Helena in the time span that my damage control is giving me an immunity. If I don't kill him, then there's a risk that a double fire would follow up and really screw me. But I'm just trying to salvage any health I can. We do end up getting a very nice salvo where the accuracy holds true. And what would you know it? He gets a fire again. But it is 1 fire. But now there's another enemy ship. The Cleveland, of all things. So, you know, 2 versus 1 isn't fair. So let's just do another 2 versus 1. I'm sure the enemy team really likes those odds because why play fair? But I'm over here going, please just leave me alone. I want you dead. I want you dead. And in order to do that, I need to present the best armor to the biggest threat, which of course is the North Carolina. So we will be angling towards him, and I will attempt to fire one more time at the Cleveland. I hope I can. And enemy North Carolina, everything ricochets. So that was a nice benefit. The one fire, of course, another fire. Why? Why would you do this to me, game? Every single time I'm about to talk about how there's no more fire, well, there's another fire. And wouldn't it be great if there was some sort of equipment that was designed for close range enemy battleships? You know, something like a torpedo launcher, and holy crap! Showed way too much side there. I'm basically done. Immediately put the fire out, and I'm going, oh no. This is how we die to the North Carolina secondaries. Should not have angled that much. Just way too big. But we give it right back. I'm able to fire because of that superior rate of fire for the Germans. Right into his citadel and bust him for everything he's got. We got 859 life. We're barely alive, and here comes the Cleveland shots, and okay, that's good. We've got to survive for 13 seconds. No biggie. No biggie. Yeah. I expect we'll die any second now. Any second now. Holy crap, we're still alive. Oh, get the heal off. Miss. Oh, I can't believe he missed me. What's the aircraft carrier doing? Just keeping me spotted. It's like he's watching as this sick, fascinated CV. As I'm trying to squirm my way out of the shot, we get a perfect broadside on this Cleveland, and look at that German precision. Can everyone say it with me? We straddle that target, and of course he sets us on fire again when we don't have any heal, and I will immediately use damage control because I'm so terrified of just burning down. Can we please have a little bit more accurate shot here? Please? Come on, he's softening his angle. This should be a great broadside shot. And we don't hit anything. That's great. That's great. That's what I need. I need that German accuracy because this game's too easy. It's way too easy. I just need to get even lower on my health. And ooh, wait, he's broadside. This looks good. This looks good too. I spend the time to set up the accurate shot, and no, it's over, Pen. Okay, just keep dodging. Oh, leave me alone. Don't touch me. Oh, please, come on, man. And this aircraft carrier is so evil. He's keeping me spotted. I don't know why he doesn't just kill me. Maybe he knows it's poultry. It's easy. Fire off again, a nice broadside shot, and there we go. That's what we needed. We kill him, we're still healthy, there's seemingly no fire, and it's cracking, and oh, of course it's a fire. We can't stop this. We're gonna burn down. Boy, of course the Lexington's gonna bomb us before anything can happen. So I just get to watch as this dive bomb tries his best, and we actually die to the one fire that the Cleveland set. It's probably poetic justice based on how that game went. Man, we lost a lot of friendlies. It looked really bad for a really long time. But you know what? We never gave up, and it became a really entertaining game. Especially from my point of view. I hope you guys enjoyed seeing that. We did earn Kraken Unleashed. Not that that helped us win the game. We did 148,000 damage done. We earned 1,770 base XP. We outscored everyone but 2 on the enemy team, even considering their wins, so it would have been even better. But, you know, the game was awesome. Hopefully you guys enjoyed some of the humor and the fires, of course. Thanks for watching. If you'd like to check out more of my content, you can click the most recent or the most relevant uploads. You could also choose to subscribe to my channel. We do daily World of Warship videos, first impression, how-to, news, and review related. My North American recruit invite is on the screen. You can take advantage of that. I stream at twitch.tv/Notser. Thank you, have a wonderful day, and I'll catch you next time.